Are you all still there?
Yes, Judge. We can hear you. We can see you, Judge.
Oh, I can't see y'all, but hold on. Let me figure it out. I don't know where y'all went.
We can see you, Judge.
There it is. All right, very good. Good morning. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as your presiding judge. On this morning, we have a few formal hearings that are scheduled. If you are an attorney or a respondent that's checking in for the formal hearing scheduled for 8:30, please do so with my clerk, Ms. Mack. You can either do it by way of Zoom or you can call the courtroom at 313-965-2280 so that Ms. Mack can let me know when things are ready to go. Good morning to you, Ms. Mack. Good morning, Ms. Wilson. Good morning, Officer Lott. And then I'm going to have the attorney from the specialty court please place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, Judge, and thank you. Good morning again. For the record, Jesse Reed, Veterans Court, Drug Court, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again, Judge.
Good morning, and your motion is granted, Mr. Reed. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make the same motion.
Thank you, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. I am going to now go to Mr. Kusheri. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Honorable Judge. Daniel Kusheri, Veterans Justice Outreach Coordinator with the Detroit VA.
Thank you, and good morning, Mr. Kusheri. All right, and then let's go to the top of the screen, Ms. Harris.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning. And then Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
I can.
Thank you. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Specialty Court. I do have one matter that I would like to bring to your attention. Mr. Khalid Hamad should be returning from the custody of the Wayne County Jail and coming in person. And then I have another person that should be arriving also in your courtroom, Mr. James Crawford.
All right, he's coming in person. Is there a reason why he's coming in person?
Yes, Your Honor. I probably will have to come down there and sidebar with you if that's okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
thank
fine.
you.
That's fine. All right, very good. Mr. Hamad is going to be reevaluated and placed into services. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. Sorry.
Very good. And I'd like him to test as well to make sure we're on a good foot. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Veterans Court, Your Honor.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Yancey.
Good morning.
And Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Griffin. All right, let's get started. I have I'm sorry, Mr. Scott. Place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Thank you. Kevin Scott, 36th District Veteran Mentor.
All right.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. All right. I am going to start with the 8:35. That would be Mr. Hamid, and he has not arrived. Is that correct?
Not yet, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. What about Mr. Boomer? It's 8:45. It's a little bit early. Mr. Boomer has a few more minutes before he gets on. Mr. Yancey, Mr. Griffin, do I have any other veterans? I have not scrolled through all of the names today. Do we have any other veterans in the virtual courtroom?
Your Honor, I believe it's just Mr. Boomer. I did tell him 8:45, so he does have a couple more minutes.
Okay, no problem. Then I do see that Mr. Wilson is with us. And so I am going to call his case. I have case number 170-450-2901. Mr. Wilson, please state your full name for me.
Ernest Wilson Jr.
All right, good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm doing very good today.
That's good. That's good. I believe that Mr. Yancey is going to make a Mr. Griffin, I'm sorry, is going to make a recommendation on today with respect to your time with us. You have been on the interlock. You have done very well. You have not had any issues. You worked this program before very diligently and successfully. And so I would love to see you eventually get your full license restored. The Secretary of State has to make that determination. I don't get to make that determination, but you are in great shape because I don't get to say anything negative either because you've been doing what you were supposed to do with respect to that device. I want to encourage you to continue to follow all of the rules that Smart Start gave you, all of the things they told you could not do, could not eat, what you had to do in case of an emergency or what have you. Continue to do that because they report to the Secretary of State, and you don't want to do all of this work, spend all of this money, and then in the end, the Secretary of State says you can't get your license restored. So I want to just encourage you to keep going, okay?
I appreciate
Yeah.
your words of wisdom and everything, and I appreciate the court itself. It's been a great experience and seeing other and meeting other people with the problems that I've had and different problems, but for their encouragement, my encouragement, and everything else that's been going through. Mr. Griffin has been behind me 100%, and I appreciate that. And the attorneys within the system have been great. And you also with your words of wisdom.
Yes, Mr. Wilson, thank you for being who you've been in this program. We appreciate it. So, Mr. Griffin, is there anything else you want to add? I believe that you were recommending him for completion now that he's had some time to be monitored on the interlock.
Yes, Judge. Like you stated, Mr. Wilson was in our program, has successfully completed. He came back with the interlock. He's been with us back since May. So he's been with us a little over 4 months. So we are monitoring with enough time. So I think he's pretty good and set with the interlock. I did speak with him yesterday, and he would like to go into a breakout room with Mr. Fikens just to see what his next steps is as far as with the Secretary of State, what did he need to do and things like that. Like I told him, after we finish supervise him, I do the proper paperwork, send to the Secretary of State, and they'll monitor him for a certain amount of time, and they'll make that determination like you stated. But he did have some questions for Mr. Fikens. But other than that, Your Honor, no problems with Mr. Wilson. He did what he's supposed to do in this period of time. So Mr. Wilson, if you need anything else, always reach out to us. We are here.
All
Yes.
right. Awesome. Then, Mr. Fikens, I'm going to have you go into a breakout room with Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson, congratulations to you again. Stay on this path. Come on, everybody. Let's celebrate Mr. Wilson. He got through this little stretch. And so we are so proud of him. Congratulations to you, Mr. Wilson. And always feel free to come back and join us for any celebratory occasions as well as any learning opportunities, any updates. We like to hear that good news. So feel free to come and join us. Keep in contact with Mr. Griffin, okay?
I will. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Wilson, if you could place Mr. Fikens and Mr. Wilson in a breakout room, that would be great. And then you're free to leave. All right. Our veteran has joined us. Good morning, Mr. Boomer.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. I have case number SP 133-37602 and case number 220-566-1001. Mr. Boomer, state your full name for the record.
Stephen Boomer.
All right, how are you this morning?
Doing good, Your Honor. Doing good.
Good. All right, very good. Where are you this morning?
I'm at my brother's house.
You are. How are things working out at your brother's house?
He went up north camping. I told him to bring me back a shirt, and he brought me back the flu.
Oh, no. Tell him take it back. We don't want it.
Yeah, I've been coughing and hacking. And I'm like, thanks, brother.
Yes. Well, make sure you take good care of yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How have you been doing with working your program, Mr. Boomer?
Doing real good. Doing real good, Your Honor.
Okay. No issues, no hiccups.
Not with the program. My knee's still giving me fits, but I'm working with Dr. Ross. Sooner or later, I got to get it replaced, but I don't know. That's down the road.
Okay, down the road. All right. All right. Very good. Tell me something you've accomplished since the last time I've seen you.
Just staying positive, keeping good people around me. Just I don't know. Everything's going so good. It's just keeping it good.
That's good. How's work going? Are you still working?
No, ma'am. I got Social Security Disability, SSDI,
Okay.
and yeah, I got a bump up in my disability from the VA, so I'm doing okay.
All right. Very good. What do you, okay, I'm gonna need somebody to cut off the camera because we don't eat or drink in my courtroom. It's still a courtroom. Or just turn it off or turn it away if you're gonna drink, okay? I know you're new, first time. All right. And so, Mr. Boomer, I want to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing well. You're taking good care of yourself. You look good today, even though you have the flu. You look good. So that's a good sign that you're taking care of yourself.
Thank
Yeah.
you, ma'am.
All right. And I want to encourage you to keep going. I'm going to go to Mr. Kusheri first. Mr. Kusheri, is he in compliance with everything as far as the VA is concerned?
Good morning, Judge. Thank you again. Yes, Mr. Boomer is entirely compliant with all of his treatment as clinically indicated. Mr. Boomer, it's good to see you. Congratulations on a good report. I know that I've been working with your providers at the VA in Ann Arbor, and I know that you have a lot of medical comorbidities that you're dealing with. I just want to commend you that you're dealing with it and hanging in there, moving forward, doing your best, despite all of the stressors. You're doing everything that's expected of you with this program, and I just know that that is in sight and you can move forward. So here for you, and glad to see you online today. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Yancey, what do you want to report out on Mr. Boomer?
Yes, Sean, Mr. Boomer, he's doing great as far as being in compliance with our program. Yes, he's had some health challenges, but he has not let that stop him from being in compliance. He's always in good spirits when I talk to him. He's really doing well. He keeps connected with VA services. Screenings are excellent. It's, he's been working on some pro-social activities the best that his needs will let him. So he's really doing great, and I just want him to continue what he's doing, and he's coming really close to completing our program successfully.
All right, very good, very good. Mr. Boomer, did you have any questions for the team?
Am I getting phase 5 today? I thought I was.
Yeah. I had I think I misquoted him something when I talked to him. He's actually in phase 5.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, then you in good shape, Mr. Boomer. That's right.
Yes,
Advocate for yourself.
Your Honor, if I could, one thing I would like to do, since he's been doing so excellent, can his screens be lowered to once a week instead of twice?
Mr. Boomer, are you ready to get your screens reduced?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, let me hear Mr. Kusheri. Mr. Reed, any objection?
No objection, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Boomer. Good report. No objections, Judge.
All
Thank
right.
you.
And then Mentor Scott, is Mr. Boomer one of your mentees?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Yes, he is. Mr. Boom, what can I say is just that, just watching from where we first met, and to look at you now, like Your Honor said, you look, despite having the flu, you look fantastic. I mean, just a whole different, your whole presentation is just so upbeat and vibrant. You are a perfect example of if you just come and trust this process, that it can do amazing things. You should be very proud of yourself, Mr. Boomer, because you have done a tremendous job from where we started in this process. So kudos to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Boomer, if no questions, I'm going to give you a face-to-face date on October 10th, 2023 at 1:30 p.m. I'm also going to reduce your test to 1 time per week. You are in the maintenance phase. This is where you're going to learn how to walk it out with very little or no court intervention. So congratulations to you. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in thanking Mr. Boomer for his service to this country and his service to us. Thank you, Mr. Boomer. We
Thank you very much.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. All right. We're here if you need us before the 10th, okay?
Roger that. What was that date again, ma'am?
October 10th.
All right, I'll talk to you then. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Very good. I'm not certain who's on for the jail. And so if you all could find out who that is. There are also some people in the waiting room that are here. I'm thinking for 8:30s, if you could let the prosecutor know. And let the prosecutor know that they are here and ready to go. And please check your text messages, case managers, from me. Are we expecting any more veterans? Because this is the veteran time. Give me just a second, just 1 second. Veterans, are we expecting any more veterans, Mr. Yancey or Mr. Griffin?
Your Honor, not to my knowledge.
All right, wonderful. Then Mr. Scott and Mr. Kusheri, I am going to thank and excuse both of you. Thank you for being here this morning, and I will see you all next round.
Thank you, Judge. Take care. Have a good day,
Thank
everyone.
you. Thank you, everyone.
All right, very good. Miss Cleveland, you had your hand up. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
That's okay. Your Honor, I apologize. I do have I don't know if he was inadvertently placed on 8:30, but Mr. Stephen Kowalski, I know he was going to have to go after the vets, but he is a regular review.
Let's do it.
Oh,
Do we know who's
sorry.
here from the jail?
No, Your Honor.
I'm gonna ask them to unmute. Miss Mack, do you know who's here from the jail?
Your Honor, I believe that's Curtis Smith,
Mr. Smith? All
but
right.
I don't believe today is the day that he's supposed to be on. All right, thank you.
Yes, Judge, I just confirmed that that's Mr. Smith, and he's not supposed to be on today. He's scheduled for Friday. So I just talked to Sergeant Coho, and he's gonna get him taken care of.
We'll see you on Friday, Mr. Smith, okay? All right, take care. All right, let's go to Mr. Kowalski. I have case number 230-564-1901. Mr. Kowalski, unmute and state your full name for the record.
Stephen Kowalski.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing really good. How about you?
I'm doing very well. You're moving around. What are you doing this morning?
I'm sorry. I'm at work. I'm just trying. I've tried to be as undistracted as I could, but you know,
No, you're good. I just
started here, so I didn't want to, push my limits too much and say, hey man, I got to sit the next, however long out. So I apologize for that.
No. You can move around. Just know I'm eye hustling. I'm looking. I'm like, what are you doing?
Right.
What's going on? All right. No, you're in good shape. The job is going well so far.
Yeah, real well. Yeah.
Right. Very good. I know that you're at work, but are you working your program?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So I last time we spoke, I was heading to detox. I did that. I completed that. After the detox, I kind of turned down the residential part, just because I came right out and I got right back into outpatient the same next day I got out, I dropped, and then I went to outpatient. I got that set up with Macomb Family Services, which I start. I go on Wednesday. So tomorrow I got that at 1 o'clock with them. So that's kind of like my follow-up care. And I really needed to get back to work, Judge. So I'm still doing everything.
But here's where I'm going with this. We're gonna try it. But Mr. Kowalski, you understand that if you don't put your sobriety first, everything that you put first, you're gonna lose it. Everything you put before your sobriety, you're going to lose it, whether it's job, money, family, health, you're gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And I'm concerned because if the clinical recommendation was residential and you're doing outpatient, that's certainly a concern for me. And if you're doing outpatient 1 time per week, that's a concern for me because that does not satisfy best practice.
What it was, if I can, I don't mean to interrupt you. What it was so I went there, kind of on my own reconnaissance or whatever, and it wasn't. I know I needed the detox. I knew that, like, I just needed to get away from my surroundings for a minute, which I did for a week. And I've I don't. Everybody, so my wife's real in depth and on top of stuff. So everybody that I've ever known is blocked. Like, she's blocked everybody through Verizon. You know what I mean? So I mean, that's definitely a positive. No one can call me. I can't call anybody. And I'm really taking it serious. I just had friend of the court yesterday. So I'm trying to get my kids back. My two oldest. I get to now, if I keep showing them clean drops through friend of the court, I can start seeing my kids every Sunday from noon to 6, which that's huge. That's like that's amazing. So I mean, I got everything going good right now, and I'm really not going to screw it up. I mean, it's not.
And listen, Mr. Kowalski, I appreciate your determination, but understand if determination could change things, you wouldn't be here today. You've got to do the work to work on what's going on inside head and heart so that you can address it and you can stay on a good path. Okay. So, Ms. Cleveland, what I'm going to do today is I need to arrange for him to speak with Ms. Price because we have to make sure that he's going to get all of his releases signed because his treatment has to be in compliance with best practices. And 1 time a week is not in compliance with best practices. Okay.
So Judge, I'm sorry. So when I called and I tried to get more. The problem was that the only place that my insurance covers, all they offered was 3 times a week, noon to 3. And it's just, that's, I don't know who they have in that program, who they have in that outpatient program, but I if that's the case, I just have to quit my job. I mean, I could never, you know what I mean? I know the program's always first, and I'm trying my absolute best to keep it like that. I just couldn't. I can't go.
Mr. Kowalski, if you're going to be in this program, I must follow best practices. That's the bottom line. If you could do it your way, you wouldn't be here.
So I'm just asking, is best practices?
Hold on, you're not listening. My plan is for you to speak with our clinical assessor, Ms. Price, so that she can work with you to be in compliance with best practices where your treatment is concerned. Okay? We could sit here all day and talk about a whole bunch of ifs, and I don't engage in that. I'd rather use my energy trying to come up with solutions. Okay? And so that's how we're going to work toward a solution. But at the end of the day, sir, you're going to have to work the program according to best practices.
Your Honor, if I may as well. Mr. Kowalski, when you connect with Ms. Price, she will probably have some insight into options because I just find it hard to believe that there's only one avenue for you. I don't believe that would be the case as far as a treatment.
You have working people all the time that with different insurances that live in different places. They're able to keep their jobs and still satisfy best practices.
So I just didn't want him to get too discouraged because I can see, something. But But Your Honor, I think Ms. Price might be on right now as well. I think I see her zoomed on. So hopefully they can connect right away, and then they can work out a good solution for this, because just me talking to him, and I just want you to know, Your Honor, he is testing negative at every test that he's taken.
Wonderful.
He's scheduled today to test again, so he's going to test again. He did express his concerns about his FOC matter. I know that those things are in the front of his mind, along with him doing his sobriety court, Your Honor. But there is a way. I believe there will be a way for him to be able to do the things and accomplish the goals that he's seeking as well.
Absolutely. We've had many others before you and that have done it successfully, and we'll have many others after you. But you've got to work the program according to best practices. We've got to do it. I can't go around it. I just can't. I'm not helping you. We're doing them a disservice. So let's work it out. Let's work it out. Mr. Reed or Mr. Fikens, anything?
Sir, I know you're new to the program. You want to do the right thing. As the court indicated, you have to follow the court's order. Talk to Ms. Price. I'm sure they can work something out, find some place that you can do your counseling and meet the requirements of the court's order. Don't get overwhelmed. You're new to the program. Ask questions. Work with Ms. Cleveland and Ms. Price. I'm sure they can work something out for you, but don't get overwhelmed. And you're working the program now. Do your testing. Keep up the good work. So I heard you say some good things. I know you want to connect with your family. I heard the friend of the court. I heard job. All that's great, but you have to work the program and follow the court's orders. Work with Ms. Cleveland. Work with Ms. Price. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right. So do you have any questions at this time, Mr. Kowalski?
No, I guess, I'm hoping when I called Access myself, I'm hoping that, maybe there was just a bad information or something, because I know I do got kind of a off insurance, but I know we'll work on that. We'll work on that. But I'm just, it concerns me because I'm just worried because like I said, how it goes, man. We all have to work, and we'll get it. We'll figure it out. I'm doing everything I can. So
Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. Well, I do applaud you for your determination. Your heart is in the right place. Your children, being a provider. I don't want you to think that I don't think those are all wonderful things. Those are all wonderful desires that you have and that you're determined to accomplish, and we want to help you do it. But you've got to stay on top of the sobriety piece. And I applaud you for blocking people in your phone and things of that nature. But there's more work to it than just, because you're going to go back out in the real world, and there are going to always be people not doing the right thing, making things available. And so that's why treatment is essential to your success, okay? To a lifetime of success, okay?
Okay.
So Ms. Price, are you on with us? She may be working on something else. And so Ms. Cleveland, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give him his next court date. Today is the 19th. Ms. Cleveland, are you able to do the 26th?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm going to bring him back. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll schedule him for a face-to-face on September 26th. And that will be, I'll schedule it for 1:30, but you all can work out a time that works for him. And Ms. Cleveland, I know he has to get back to work, but I need him to connect with Ms. Price today. I need that today. So I don't know if you get a break or what have you, but I need you to connect with Ms. Price today, because there's information she's going to need to get from you in order to work things on her end. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So can I count on you to do that, Mr. Kowalski?
Yeah. And connecting with her, that just means like a phone conversation type. Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I need you to do it today.
Your Honor, may I just ask Mr. Kowalski, are you able to get emails if I send them right now so I can give you her contact information?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, Your Honor.
Everybody turning up bottles this morning in court. I don't know what I'm gonna do. All right. All right, Mr. Kowalski, you are all set. Ms. Cleveland's gonna email you. Today, I need you to talk with Ms. Price. You should be testing 3 times a week randomly. And so continue to do that. I'm proud of you, the progress you've made so far. You're new to the program, but you've hit the ground running. And so I'm going to see you next time, but you'll talk with Ms. Cleveland next week, Tuesday again, okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Kowalski. Take care.
You too. Bye.
Let's bring Mr. McCray back on if he's finished turning up his bottle this morning. Nobody drinks from a cup anymore. Glass, I don't know. Mr. McCray, are you ready?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. I'm not gonna give Mr. McCray a hard time because Mr. McCray taking care of business. And boy, am I glad about it. Right, Mr. Griffin? He's still taking care of business, right?
He's doing good. He's doing good, Judge.
I love it. I love it. All right, let me place your case numbers on the record. 200-605-9101, SP 105-22891, SP 115-93961, SP 117-17581, SP 126-95471, SP 127-75361, SP 132-15471, SP 132-20031, and case number 184-571-551. Mr. McCray, state your full name for me.
Todd McCray.
All right. How are things going with you, sir?
Pretty good.
What does that mean, pretty good? Tell me about it.
It's going good. I'm still taking care of business, going to my meetings and everything, and I still been dropping. So I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. So it's good.
I love it. Are you learning anything in those meetings?
Yes, they pretty much teaching me a lot for real. Like they helping me with like teaching me about the like things that trigger, like going back and stuff, and like the things that I should and shouldn't be doing. So you know what I'm saying, I don't go back into that old lifestyle.
Wonderful, wonderful. And are you practicing and working on the things that they point out for you to work on, or the assignments that they give you?
Yes, it's like when we be in class, like it's like a hands-on class pretty much. So he go around and he asks like people different questions and stuff, and you got to answer in front of everybody. So yeah, I'm learning a lot, and I'm hands-on with it and everything.
Are you also doing one-on-one sessions with the counselor?
I actually supposed to have my first one-on-one session Wednesday, tomorrow.
Okay.
But so far it's just been group meetings.
All right. I need you to get those one-on-one sessions together, okay?
Yes, I set one up for tomorrow.
Yeah,
All right.
I got Miss Price on it, Your Honor. I've been her communicating all this morning or whatever. So she's on it.
All right, awesome, awesome. That's why we have her. Want to make sure we're in compliance with best practices when it comes to treatment. All right, Mr. McCray, what questions do you have for us today?
I pretty much don't have any questions. I pretty much understand everything. I know everything I'm supposed to do. So as long as I just stay on track and just keep pushing forward, I think I should be good. And I know if I do have any questions that I could just give Mr. Griffin a call and he'll help me.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Mr. Griffin, he's in compliance.
Yep, and Judge, I know we didn't get a chance to staff or anything, but Mr. McCray's been with us a little over 135 days. It didn't start off good. I mean, we went through some things, but he's been working really hard. You know, I could see the maturity from day one to now. He wasn't taking it serious at first. You know, me and him had to, had some real serious conversations and things like this, how important this is with the other tickets and stuff, how this can help him, get things back together. So he's understanding that now. Responsibility of young children and things like that. I told him, he got to get his life together. And in saying that, Your Honor, I would like to make a recommendation to promote him to phase 2 today. I believe he stabilized, in testing and treatment. I think he's on a good path right now. And I'd like to get him moving on things in phase 2 and to keep him moving. But, he does reaches out to me now. Like I said, first he wouldn't even answer my calls. It was just like, wasn't understanding anything, but he got a better understanding now. And sometimes he reaches out to me before I even reaches out to him. So that's showing some signs of maturity, So I just think at this time he's stable with the conditions of phase 1. And I like to see him move on to phase 2 to start working on those conditions, kind of expand and just keep his mind up. And like I said, I told him there's a lot, through counseling and different things that you're going to learn about yourself through this program. And that's what this program is about. It's not just, it's a big part of your addiction and things like that, but it teaches you other parts of your life. And I hope you see that. And then just being in a court, seeing the things that other people goes through and learning from those things. And so, and I think he's starting to open up a little bit. That at first, it was just like, okay, I just have to do this probation, but it's not that, it's more involved in it. So
Wonderful. Team, any objection to the recommendation to promote Mr. McCray to phase 2?
No objection, Judge. Congratulations, sir. Keep up the good work.
No objections, Your Honor. We're proud of Mr. McCray and his hard work.
All right. I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Mr. McCray on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, Mr. McCray. I am proud of you. Yes, I am. All right. Mr. McCray, I am going to give you a return to court date of October 3rd, 2023. And as it's veterans, so it's going to be 9:30.
Can we do October the 2nd, Your Honor? Can I get him back on his Monday?
Oh, on the Monday?
Yeah.
Yes. We can do October 2nd.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. So that would be then at 8:45 a.m.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Mr. McCray, congratulations to you. I want you to continue to work hard. Do what you're supposed to do, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Awesome. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Let's go to Mr. Johnson, and then I'm going to be ready to call my 8:30 matters, and then I've got to transition to a different device. I am ready on Lewis Johnson, Z808-2531. Mr. Johnson, please state your full name for the record.
Yes, ma'am. Lewis Edward Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine, Your Honor.
That's good. Are you at work already?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Mr. Johnson, I still have your commitment to work this program.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm still working on getting my father together, but it's coming along.
It's coming along. And what about your daughter?
I know she's doing good. She's in school. She's doing wonderful.
All right. Very good. Very good. And are you taking good care of yourself in the midst of taking care of everybody else?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. What are some things that you're doing to take care of yourself?
Staying out the way. I went through that little tragedy or whatnot, but I'm hanging in there. I'm doing good.
All right. Are you still meeting with your counselor?
Yes, ma'am. I have to go there today at 6. I go there Tuesday and Thursday.
All right. Very good. Very good. Very glad to hear that. Extremely glad to hear that. And so listen, tell me something that you have learned since the last time I've seen you, last time you've been before me.
Just keep a good thought about, changing and being right.
That's something you've learned?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Have you done anything different since the last time I've seen you?
I'm basically still doing the same thing.
Still doing the same thing?
Yeah, working and doing what I can do for my family.
All right. Very good. Do you have any questions for the team this morning?
Yeah, actually I do. I mean, I've been going to my screens and whatnot and everything. So I wanted to know, like, when do I go to my second phase?
Okay, that's the question you're going to talk about with Mr. Yancey. Mr. Yancey?
Yes, Your Honor. He's been in phase 1 quite a while. He's had some ups and downs, but he did finish a big part of the program as far as initially, and he has been doing pretty well, Your Honor. I would have no objection to promoting him to phase 2. He's been pretty stable in the last 45 days. He looks good this morning. I did talk to him prior to this morning. that shows me something that he's keeping up with even phases. So I would have no objection to promoting him to phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, any objection from any of the other team members? As for Mr. Johnson, we have phase 2 on today.
No objection, Judge. Congratulations, Mr. Johnson. Keep working the program. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. No objections, Judge. Thank you.
And I have no objections either, Judge. I think it's great, Mr. Johnson, that you've demonstrated to us that you can do this program. And we know that you've demonstrated to yourself that you can do this program. So keep up the great work.
Sir.
All right, then I need Miss Walker, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Judge Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Mr. Johnson, I'm the prosecutor, and the good thing is you don't know me, so you're doing well. Keep it up, keep not knowing me, and I hope to see you at graduation.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, all right. All right, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Lewis Johnson on his promotion to phase 2. Congratulations, sir. So proud of you, so proud of you. All right, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to give you a return to court date of October. Mr. Yancey, I'm going to put him back on Mondays. Put him on
That's great.
October 2nd, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. Does that work for you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Get back to work. Enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week, and congratulations to you again.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, bye-bye. All right, can we now knock out the 2 8:30 hearings, formal hearings that I have scheduled?
Judge, last name Akins is a state matter. The only one I have is Al Kasai. And I will put myself in a breakout room with that attorney.
All right, I need to get that one done in the next few minutes because I'm gonna have to switch devices.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right, very good. Are the parties here on ACUS? Have we heard from the state prosecutor?
I don't know that there's an attorney on that one either, Judge, so I'm not sure.
The respondent show up, Mr. Atkins? Or
I have not-
Sydney Atkins?
I have not seen, only Sergeant Martin is here on that matter, Judge.
Sergeant Martin, I'm going to give it, and well, it has to, I'm sorry. First, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, Miss Wilson or Miss Mack has Sydney Atkins checked in.
Not as far as I know, Judge.
Okay.
And Your Honor, I did speak to Prosecutor Cole on this matter yesterday, so she is aware of it. I'm assuming like normal, though, she's probably busy.
I understand, as we all are. All right, and so the respondent has not shown up. I don't see a reason to hold you any longer. And so I'm going to call it for Sydney Atkins, SX 426-65501. Sergeant Martin, please place your appearance on the record.
Sergeant Dan Martin, badge 409.
Wait a minute, an attorney is coming on for for Sydney Atkins. Mr. Werbling, are you with us? Mr. Werbling, I was calling your matter.
He's still connecting to audio, Judge.
Yes, okay.
There he goes.
Mr. Werbling, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. I'm calling Sydney Atkins. Have you had an opportunity to speak with Ms. Cole? You must have a bad connection.
Okay. Oh, sorry, Judge. Is that better, Your Honor?
Yes, it is. All right. Have you had an opportunity to speak with Prosecutor Cole regarding your client's matter?
No, I have not, Your Honor.
Okay. I need you to reach out and speak to her. Sergeant Martin is here. He's been here. It's 8:30, which is the time that it was scheduled. And so I need to get a resolution.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Make
Thank
a
you.
call. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Are we ready on Mr. Purifoy? Who has Mr. Purifoy? I can't hear you all. So did I do something on my end?
No, Judge.
Oh, okay, okay,
You're good.
okay. Ms. Walker, are you ready on Al Quasi?
Judge, did Corporal Spidel check in?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, then I believe we're ready, Judge. That was our only question. Counsel is going to plead responsible on behalf of his client.
All right, let's go. I'm going to call it at this time. Case number SP 148-82081 for Khalil Al Qaisi on behalf of the people.
Shannon Walker, P 53794 on behalf of the people. And I do see Corporal Spidel here. If you could give your name and badge number, Corporal.
Corporal Spidel, batch 402, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you and good morning. And then counsel on behalf of respondent.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Sam Richardala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. El Kelsai with the consent and the authority to enter into this plea. We respectfully request that this court waive his appearance as it is a civil infraction.
And his appearance is waived. Your client has been charged with operating a motor vehicle while texting. Counsel, do you have the authority to plead responsible to that charge?
I do, Judge.
All right, I'm going to accept that plea of responsible. Ms. Mack, can you give me the fine for that particular charge?
$100, Judge.
All right, I'm assessing the fine in the amount of $100. How quickly can your client get that paid?
Your Honor, if you could have 2 weeks, please.
Absolutely. And so I will set this for a review. I'll set it for October 6th, 2023 at 10:30 a.m. as long as your client gets it paid. No issues. If not, it'll go into default judgment, okay?
Thank you, Judge. May you and your staff have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you so much. All right, very good. Ms. Walker, no, not Ms. Walker, I'm sorry. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I need one of you to have a conversation with Ms. Cleveland about some concerns that have been raised by Ms. Purefoy. Ms. Walker, I want you to hear this about some concerns that have been raised about Mr. Purefoy and his activity at Lake Ridge, and that he may be making some things accessible to people at Lake Ridge. Mr. Purefoy, I want you to know when you get caught, that's what I'm going to say. When you get caught, I promise you, it won't be pretty. That's all I'm gonna say. Ms. Reed, Mr. Fikens, you all need to go into a breakout room with him, talk to him, make sure Ms. Cleveland has filled you in, because I'm having some real concerns, and I've heard it. I've heard it more than once. He's been the center of, around, hands in, hands on, and it's one time too many for me. And so I'm just going to say to you all, when he gets caught, it won't be pretty. When he gets caught, just a matter of time when he gets caught. So send him to a breakout room. Thank you. Ms. Cole, have you spoken with Mr. Werbling?
No, Your Honor, may I go into a breakout room with him and Sergeant Martin, please?
Yes, Sergeant Martin is here. I am going to make you a co-host. Please put yourself and those individuals in a breakout room, and then you all can let me know when you're ready.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you very much.
All right, very good. Ms. Walker, you probably should have a conversation with Ms. Cleveland about my concerns and about an issue that has been raised at least twice, which is 2 times too many, I should say, for me. And so, yeah, I'm not having it.
Yes, Judge, I'll go into breakout room in this Cleveland.
All right, thank you.